So I'm staying at the Wetherspoons behind me, which is the Duke of Wellington. Location-wise, we're just off the avenue, which is the main street, and it's just about 10 minutes away from the beach. Minehead is in southwest Somerset, and of course it's made famous by the fact it has a Butlins. Let's get back to our hotel. And here we are at the Duke of Wellington. Now I've already checked in, guys. We're on the second floor, so let's just head up to our room. Greeted on the first floor by a nice big mirror. Hello, hello, hello. Let's go around. Okay. I don't know if you can see as I'm walking through, but there are chandeliers. Quite cool. There's quite a lot of rooms here. I'm actually quite surprised how many. We're in room 214. So, let's go. Can you see those chandeliers? I'm not quite sure if you can. I've got a sort of little body cam on at the moment. I'm trying to film this with an Insta Go 3, quite precise. Now I booked this room just on a whim this morning, so yeah, let's just see how it fares. Now I've only booked a single. I could have booked a double. It wasn't much more. Size-wise for a single, it's an okay size. So let's give it a bit of a critical makeover and let's just check the bed. So this is our single bed. The duvet seems a sort of decent weight. Let's check the pillows. Yeah, they feel okay. I may just use one instead of two tonight, which you'll see. Now let's see, it's got all-important mattress protector. No, I would say one single sheet. Yeah. That's it, one single sheet. And the mattress, what's the mattress like? Let's pull out a bit more. It looks clean. I'm not seeing any marks. There's nothing in the creases, but again, a mattress protector would have been nice. Okay, shoes off. Let's do the bloody bed test. You've got to do the bed test, haven't you? Okay, right. Pillows feel okay. Bed feels a little bit firm, maybe a little bit springy. We'll tell you in the morning how we get on. Outside the bed, there's a tiny little unit here and the light. Let's just pull it on. Cute little chain. And indeed works. It's hard to see, but in the back of this little unit, there is a double socket. We have one ceiling light. Again, you know, these things are dated, but so damn style, isn't it? Really, whether you actually like it or not. We've got a bog standard radiator here. We will not be using that tonight. Definitely not. It's actually quite warm as it is here. Above it, we have some art on the wall, courtesy of the local primary school. We've got a small TV on the wall. Let's turn it on. Yeah, it does work. What have we got as far as channels are concerned? Usual Freeview stuff. No YouTube, unfortunately. Underneath we've got a little suitcase stand. So you have the standard lamp, or floor lamp, whatever you want to call it these days. Which is cute, but there is no socket to plug it in. So that's clever, isn't it? It's an ornament, really. Here's our window, it's a sash window. Now it does open a little bit and there's got this rail in front of it. I think they've done something to it because it seems to be locked like that, probably for safety. Let's try and pull this behind a little bit. So we got a view of the church outside. And also if you below, we've got a little rooftop beer garden there. If you can catch a little bit of that. And here's our floor length mirror. Let's get on to the all-important teas and coffees. Now, being the Wetherspoons, you get a Wetherspoons mug, which you can just take downstairs and just refill it in the machine, so it doesn't cost you anything else. So as many coffees as you want, as many teas as you want, you can do yourself down there. However, they do provide some stuff. We have some biscuits, some shortbread fingers, some regular milk, some oat milk, there's a Galaxy hot chocolate, and your usual sugars, and Twinings breakfast tea there, and yeah, I'm not seeing any coffees, just teas. But yeah, so if you want coffee, I'm going to nip downstairs. And they've brought me a nice little bottle of water as well. That's quite nice. Okay, let's check out the kettle. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks okay. Is there any water in there? There's a tiny little bit of water in there. Probably won't notice it, but there is, trust me. Apart from that, it's nice and clean. The little desk it's on is a bit damaged. It seems to be that the top is actually lifting up a little bit at the front. Maybe it's because of water damage, I don't know. We have a little pub chair here as well, and a pedal bin underneath. Alright, so we have an iron board and a bag which contains a hairdryer. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hangers. Underneath the iron board there is an iron. I'm not quite sure you can see that, it's a bit dark down there. Maybe I'll try and pull it out for you. There it is. Yeah, and there's a little thing for your water as well to put. We have our usual Wetherspoons menus, and there's a phone behind that. Let's head into the bathroom. Again, a bit sort of basic. Lovely, lovely wood chip on the walls. Let's just check out our loo. Here's our loo here. It's clean enough, that's okay, that's fine. We've got a spare toilet roll, and obviously on the one on the roll. We have a couple of towels and a bath mat. Here's our sink, that's okay. Some attached to mine actually. Oops, that's a bit too fast coming out there. We have some liquid soap, I'm assuming. The labels come off, so I don't know what brand it is. And above that, we've got a little mirror and a glass shelf. We have a bath. Personally, I always prefer a shower. We have a shower head. It's a very large sort of bulbous mixer shower there. Some hair and body wash. So the bathroom's okay. It's functional. It's not going to win any awards for style, but you know, it'll do me. I'm not too keen on the vinyl flooring, though it kind of looks okay. Well, after videoing the room, I think I need a pint. Cheers. Okay, time to head back to the room. Now this Wetherspoons is a bit of a warren. They've got 4 separate bars in here. Check around this way. Or is it 3 separate bars if I run through? It feels like 4 separate bars. Though in fact I think it might just be 3. You can see, guys, got another bar there. And come around again. Let's walk back round, shall we? Then we go upstairs. So, yeah, like I said, bit of a warren, this place. Morning. Well, we slept okay. It wasn't too bad. The room was a bit hot. I mean, the downside of this room is there was no aircon and there's no fan provided, and we're in sort of middle of June now, you know, so it's going to just get hotter and hotter. Shower. Well, it was a bit fierce. It took a little while to work the controls out, and at one point I even had the tap running and the shower running at the same time. So it's time to head downstairs and check out the Wetherspoons breakfast. And I've got an idea what I want to order. Okay guys, let's just tuck in. Get some water first. For once, the beans are actually hot, guys, in the Wetherspoons. You don't normally get that. So let's try a mushroom. Yeah, it's fine. Hash brown. Now I haven't worked out why a freedom breakfast is the same price of a small breakfast. You know, the only thing that you're missing is you don't get sausage with this, but you get 2 eggs, 2 hash browns, 2 mushrooms, 2 tomatoes and 2 bacon. So
You know, what's a better value? Having a small breakfast with a sausage or having a breakfast like this without a sausage? You decide. Well, that hit the spot. We must call it freedom breakfast because it's freedom from sausage. Jesus.
In conclusion, let's just sum this room up. A bit tired, a bit dated, your little scuffs, but nothing that would really put you off from staying. It's a perfectly good, functional room, and that's basically about the best you can say about it. You know, TV was a bit small, but worked. What else do you actually need? You know, everything worked that was supposed to work. So I'm going to give this room about an 8 out of 10, I think, given the fact I did book it on the day. And of course, the big question is, the burning question you want to know is, how much did I pay for it? Well, for this, I would say generously proportioned single room, I paid 50 quid, which wasn't bad, was it, really? So, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. And before you go, don't forget to check out my video of Minehead itself. And as usual, thanks for watching.